Welcome back to another episode of the Diet Interview. So on this episode, I'm not even gonna mess up your name. You could tell them how to pronounce it because I'm not gonna mess it up.
MayHashira.
Okay, where you from, MayHashira?
I'm from Nigeria, but I live in Miami. So.
Okay. Did you go from Nigeria straight to Miami, or what was that?
No, born in Nigeria, I moved to Salt Lake City, Utah. Yes, I'm Mormon. When I was 12 or some shit.
Oh, for that.
Yeah, and I moved to Miami 21, which is current year.
So, when did you start in the industry? Did you start on your own, or you had a boyfriend that wanted to record your stuff with you? Or?
I started when I was 18 on my own. I was just on Twitter and bitches was getting money on that shit. They was getting money on that shit and I was working a graveyard shit. I could not do that shit anymore. So I was like, fuck it, if I could just make a little bit of money, I'm gonna do that. And within a week I was making way more than I was making in my job, so I just quit.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes. Once you start making more money,
I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
I was at work and I was looking at my phone. Before I even got clocked into work, I already made $200 that day. Mm-hmm. And I would have left work with only $180 that day, without tax. So
Right.
Yeah.
So you were solo for a long time, right?
Yes.
Okay, during the pandemic, I believe?
I think I started a little bit after actually it was during the pandemic because my job was at a COVID testing kit site place. So yeah, it was during the pandemic, but when it was fizzling away. And I was doing findom content for a long time. I still do findom and femdom content a lot. I make half no money doing that. And yeah, and then I started fucking my boyfriend on camera. Now we're here.
So how can I get into the findom category? How do you do that?
I don't know. You know what's crazy? People just started asking me for that. It wasn't something I knew about until people were asking me for that. You know what I mean? They came to me, so I had to do my research on it, and I was like, this shit's fire. But I also love porn, love doing mainstream stuff. So I was also always doing this kind of submissive stuff too. And I think my femdom niche is kind of the unattainable brat girl who likes dick but would never fuck you. You know what I mean?
So findom, brat. So could you see yourself doing cuck scenes?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I really want to. If a mainstream site told me to do a cuck scene, I totally would.
Okay.
I would love to do that for sure.
Okay. But when you're dealing with somebody sexually, you're more submissive than dominant, right?
It depends on the man or woman. It really just depends. Because I could be really, really dominant if I wanted to. But, yeah.
All right. Do you, what you will remember though, who was your first collab and how was that?
My first official collab was High Key. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing.
That's dope. That's dope. Shout out High Key.
Shout out to High Key.
He said, call me? What was your most recent collab? Not including here. What was your most recent collab?
My most recent collab was Dread. And
how was that?
It was interesting. You know what's crazy? Before I fucked Dread, it was I had not had sex for 3 months. So
that wasn't smart.
It wasn't. And everybody was my friends were telling me bitch, you need to get a dildo. You need to do something, da-da-da. And I was like, you know what? I was planning on prepping,
mm-hmm. Right.
And then it just got closer and I was like, how bad could it really be?
Yeah, how bad could it be? And it was bad.
It was bad, but it was good.
Yeah, but he gives me he's not one of those rough guys, you know what I'm saying? It's just...
No, he's super nice. He could be rough if he wanted to, but he really just goes with the flow. He really listens to your body and Super sweet guy.
So so we got high key and we have dread, right? Do you consider yourself a size queen?
I think people would consider me a size queen. I mean, I guess now I am, since I fucked high key, huge dick. Dick drainers, huge dick. Dread, huge dick. Huge dick. So, shit.
I'm an owl. Who? Yeah, but but is it, to be a size queen? It has to be enjoyable, not you're just doing something for.
Yeah, so. It has to be enjoyable. It's like, I think it's just like curiosity for me most of the time. Like, I'm not opposed to smaller dicks. I feel like now that I've like been around bigger dicks, I think I would be a little bit more like about a smaller dick, but
see, but here's the thing, right? And I can only speak for myself. Well, I can't speak about the littler guys, but you have a very like fat ass, so like it's not gonna be easy for a small guy to have his way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's definitely been a thing where I've had to like kind of. I'm a nice girl too. Like I'm a nice girl, and I feel like I can make sex good with anyone.
Okay.
So it's like, even if it's not like really enjoyable for me, like if they eat pussy good, like I'll entertain it.
I'll entertain it
till they nut, and that's usually quick. So.
All right. So, what's your favorite thing about the industry?
Being able to travel wherever. Being able to like have sex with the hottest people. I cannot stress that enough. I love that. And just like being able to be around more like-minded people. Because I feel like a lot of people are like us, but like they're not in the industry, so they really can't fully explore their desires and things like that. So being able to like explore all my kinks and like do everything that I would be shy to do in bed with like regular guys. Yeah.
All right, so you're in a successful relationship, right? I'm not saying that you are. This is a hypothetical. How many times a week do you need / want to have sex?
At least once a day.
Okay.
On a good day, like 3 times. Okay. So like in a whole week, at least like, well, I feel like 5 times doesn't sound like enough.
Doesn't sound like enough.
It does, or it doesn't?
You got to remember, I'm an old man, so I probably for me,
5 times sound like enough. I'm like, I'm trying to get 5 in before I leave, but
Jesus Christ, bro. Y'all young people is on doors.
But yeah, like probably like 10 times a week.
10 times a week.
On a good day, you can knock out like 5. So.
And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna skip some questions, but they assume that us being in the industry, like we have sex like 24 hours. Sometimes it'd be once, I'll shoot with somebody, I'll get a shoot once a month, and sometimes that be it. You know what I'm saying? But they think that we're like out here every 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
No, go ahead.
Like I remember I had just dropped a video on Thursday, right? Cause I dropped my video on Thursday. Somebody commented on the day after and said, "When you drop the next video?" I said, "I just dropped it yesterday."
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you want? You know what I mean?
Literally, and honestly, like I'm the same way. Like I did not have sex for 3 months, and then the last person I had sex with was Dread. Like, and now I'm here. So like, really, it just depends. Like, and honestly, like to be truly honest, if I'm like out in the world and someone's trying to like have sex, I'm not fucking them because I gotta work.
Right.
And I honestly rather have sex with industry people while I'm shooting, just to like be mindful of like their health and my health as well. Like I don't really want to mix things, So like, and usually if I'm like seeing someone like in my personal life, it takes a little while.
Okay.
And that's usually when I'm like I get really horny if I'm like really attracted to someone, if I'm like with someone,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So that's when I have the most sex.
Right.
But other than that, I'm just like, be chilling.
So like, do you initiate the sex a lot, or you wait for the guy to?
I'm like a little shy. I'm a little shy. Because like, I do, like, I be thinking it. I feel like I'm like horny all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it just depends. I like to feel wanted first before.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So what's a sexual fantasy that you haven't had yet that's on the bucket list? I probably know what you're gonna say.
I feel like everybody says this.
Watch. It's gonna be in the same realm of what every guest I've had on here said. Okay.
Gangbang. And I want to do one so bad, like so fucking.
I could see it though.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I could. Like, I mean, I may be sick. I mean, imagine, like, I could see like the facial expression that you're making while you're in it. Like, I could see.
You know, I have fun.
Right.
But yeah, like a gangbang.
How many guys?
I mean, 2 guys is enough. I've never even had 2 guys before, so like, I would love to have 2 guys. Someone had asked me for a scene before if I wanted to do a gangbang, and he was just like, "How many guys?" I was like, 5. I feel like that would be like a gang.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like 2 guys is just a threesome. So like a gangbang, like 5 guys maybe.
Funny you should say that. Because I just dropped an interview a couple weeks ago, right? Well, by the time this dropped, might be a couple months, but we were having a debate, and I even called Baby Gemini. Mm-hmm. So from the man's point of view, 2 guys and a girl, we consider that a train. But you just not said.
So with 2 bitches right here be a train.
That's fine. Like, see, but that's the thing, and that's what I was saying in the last interview. We don't, us as men, if 2 females say that they ran a train on us, we don't care. Like, sure,
right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But the term train is very derogatory to women, I guess. So that's why y'all don't want that used.
I mean, it's like, it's whatever. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I would love a train ran on me, mm-hmm. but like, it's a threesome. Like, if we're all 3 of us coexisting, a train is like, if niggas are lined up, ready to fuck me, I'm down with that. But 2 guys is not a train. Okay, that's what threesome.
Okay. All right. So you've been in the industry for, you said 2021. We're in 2024. 3 years, right?
Like end of 2020.
Right. Name me. We can do females first. 5, because I haven't seen you do any girl content yet. Are you?
I think they think I'm like mostly into men.
Well, I would assume that because your page is just you and men, basically. So, and then you had just said something. You like to be wanted, and that's how every female thinks. So
yeah.
Y'all basically playing chicken to see who gonna reach out to who. As far as females go, you know what I'm saying. So it's like that's my assumption. So name 5 women that you would love to work with.
Okay. I feel like everybody says this. Angela White, beautiful woman. I've had a crush on her for years now. Mm-hmm. So Angela White, I think we'd look beautiful together. And Violet Myers. Who else? What's her name? Majesty Nasty. Because she's my ex-boyfriend's crush, so I want her. But, okay, that's 3.
Pause. You know, like, that's like my shorty, right?
That's your shorty.
You didn't know that? I'm the guy in all videos.
I just thought y'all worked together a lot.
Nah, that's my... Yeah.
Make it happen. Okay, 3, that's 3.
I might tell her come tomorrow and I'll shoot it.
If she's done.
Okay.
If she's done.
Yeah.
Okay, mm-hmm. That's 3. Who's another one? I don't know if y'all know her, but Delicious. I think that's her name. So Delicious. I don't think she works with other people, but she's gorgeous. So fine.
So Delicious. I never heard of her.
She's like super pink, super pretty, like just like a Barbie doll. She's just so cute. I fucking love her. And who else? I feel like I'm really picky with girls. Like,
Okay.
I'm super picky with girls.
You know, if you ask the person that you're gonna be working with in LA, he could probably plug you with Violet. And
I know.
I don't want to spoil nothing and say who you're working with on here. I just wanted you to do it and it just come out.
I know. I'm trying to meet him first and really just dip my little toe in there and see if he likes me first, and then start asking for things.
Because that's before XBiz, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is before XBiz.
Yeah,
But yeah. Who else?
No, that was
that's 4.
4. Okay.
I know there's one more. I'll come back to that.
All right. 5 guys.
But 5 guys.
But you have.
That's easy.
But don't include who we talking about.
I've already worked with. Okay.
Or who you're going to be working with. Like, you know, that's what he said.
Oh, like people that yeah. Okay. Okay. Jack Slayer, Rob Piper, okay, because they're like the dynamic duo. So if I could pick just 2, it would be that. Mm-hmm. And then J Mac.
Okay.
Love him.
You could probably have that. Y'all in the same city.
I know. You know me. I needed
Right.
You know, I wanted to come with me, come to me naturally. I want him to see me and be like, I need to have her.
Right.
That's the feeling I like to have. Like, I don't want to rush collabs or anything. I rather have people be like, I need her.
And I'm not saying him, but men in general that's in the industry that may have a name, they kind of move in a same like a female way. Like they wait for the females to reach out to them.
Yeah. So I had to reach out to Johnny Sins though.
Is that happening?
It's happening.
That's dope.
For sure.
That's dope.
But who else? Who have I not had? I've been. Oh, no, I can't say.
What?
Because I remember I'm about to have them.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
See, but you want all them big names. You want all the big names.
It's I don't know. It's I think it's a unattainable thing. You know what I mean? That's how it feels. It feels you know?
Have you looked at your follow account? It's not unattainable.
No, man. But I don't know how to explain it. I feel like these are
It's not. I'm telling you.
It's not unattainable. I know I could get them, but
All right, I'm going to give you the perfect analogy, right? So, I don't know if you watch basketball. Yeah. Right. So, there's a player named Kawhi Leonard. He was in an interview, right? His name's Kawhi Leonard. And they asked him, does he have any crushes, right? Mind you, he's famous. He done won 2 NBA championships, you know, top 75 player of all time. So the guy asked him, do you have any crushes? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, nah, even if I did, I can't say because I have a girlfriend and I'm famous. So my crush is attainable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I'm a regular person that's not famous. I can get to this person. So I'm not gonna say. So that's the same thing with you. You're it's not unattainable for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not what I mean. I just feel it's it feels I don't know. I think it's because it once was a challenge. Mm-hmm. You know, I think that's the better words to use. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was once a challenge. So that's kind of why.
Right, gotcha.
But
you gave me 4? You gave me
I feel like I'm just drawing a blank.
Yeah, you gave me 3 to 4.
Let me see. I definitely got my shit.
So it was crazy, right? I was never gonna reach out to you, right?
Really?
Because you at the time you had solo content. You had pictures, I would see you in the certain retweet groups. So I'm and I'm very respectful. If somebody does solos, I don't even ask. I don't even think to ask. And I saw you that you had did your first collab, so then that's when I DM'd you. You didn't answer. But then my fans started tagging me on your page, you know what I'm saying? And then that's how we...
And then I clicked on it. Actually, I've been known about you, like I said.
Why y'all... See?
Like I said.
All the shy stuff, y'all females got to cut every female that
I said, I've been known about you.
Oh, because your ex-boyfriend?
I don't, because I know he's gonna see this. Like, I already know.
Oh,
But
I'm not saying, don't say no names though.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he's gonna know. But yeah, we used to watch you guys see it play.
Yeah, that's dope though. Like, cause you know when the same way that how you feel like you don't feel like you're known, kind of, but you are like that. That's how I feel. I don't feel known.
Like I'm known. But then, like, sometimes when you, like, walk into a room and everybody looks at you, you're like, they know me.
Yeah, because I was at the gym the other day, right? But every time I go to the gym, I always wear, like, a big hoodie. You know what I'm saying? And I've gotten bigger since I've been working out, obviously. It's been almost two years almost. So I always wear a hoodie. So the hoodie's baggy. You can't tell I'm, like, cut up. And so on Wednesday, it was hot. So I didn't wear no hoodie. So I'm about to do my workout because I have a trainer, and this girl is staring at me, right? Like, just staring at me, and I haven't even started my workout yet. I'm like, why is she staring at me? And then I did my workout. She's still staring at me. So I told my trainer, I was like, this is why I wear a hoodie, because I don't want to show off my body. She was like, it's probably not that. It's probably, she probably know who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't put two and two together.
He said it's because I don't want these bitches looking at me because I'm too hot.
Right. Right. So,
that's the same vibe you just gave me right there.
Right, because I'm like, this is why I wear a hoodie. I look dingy. You know what I'm saying? Right. I know you're just starting, but where do you see yourself 5 years in the industry? You have a 5-year plan to get out, or is it just this is gonna be a forever thing?
I do have a 5-year plan to kind of get out, but also be, I don't know, like, I'm like 50-50 on it. I feel like if I'm super successful in 5 years and I'm making millions, I'm not gonna get out. I'm still gonna be doing what I do, but like, I still feel like in a year from now, I'm gonna be so much bigger than I am now. Like, so
you can hit 1 million, I think, followers by the end of the year.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do retweet groups anymore. Not doing retweet groups. I mean, I was doing them for a little while just because it's just what everybody was doing back in the day. But like, no, I'm just like, I look at what the established people are doing and like how they move, and I'm just like, that's not what they do. So I'm gonna do that, and but I feel like in 5 years from now, I'm gonna just like have my own business, probably not be filming as much. Right. I'm only 21, so I'll be 26. So like, I probably won't be filming as much. Probably doing more like behind the scenes. But I love doing what I do, so I still might be filming. Who knows?
So let me ask you a question. What because you were doing solos for a minute, and then you were doing your boy. I don't know which order it was. It was you and your boyfriend. It was
solos first,
and then you and your boyfriend.
Yeah, and it was like how it happened was I was doing solos for like 2 years, and then people were just like sex pics. Like, I didn't have a boyfriend at the time, so I was like, I hit up this guy that shouts out to him. Right. I hit up this guy that we fucked around with probably a couple times, but he was like a freak, so I was like, let me just call him and see what's up. Right. You know what I mean? And I hit him up, and I was like, fuck me on camera, literally. And we hadn't talked in like a year or whatever. And he's like, cool, like, I'll do it. And he did it. To this day, he's still so sweet, signing the paperwork and everything. But yeah, he did it, and that was cool. I got a lot of backlash for that because he was white. But but like, then the second time, I was just kind of like, I don't know, like fucking around. Whoever that I was fucking around with tapes me, and then after that, I was just like, fuck that. I don't need to do that. It's way more stress. I swear to God, like, it's so much more stress to just like film with people that are, because honestly, a lot of the time, they don't care about the filming. They don't care about the quality. They literally don't. They just want to fuck you. So it's like, honestly, the first guy I did it with, he was super like strategic about it. Like, he was cool, like whatever. He did his best. Yeah, but it's like some of the other guys, they were like, they were just
on top of you the whole time.
They just want to fuck, or they'd be like, let's fuck right now, and then we'll film the next one, and then they can't get up for the next one. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just a lot of that, and I was just like, fuck that. And then I met my boyfriend, and he was super cool about it, and we were just filming together. We made hella videos, just here and there, and then after we broke up, I was like, I'm gonna go fuck my crush.
All right, so yeah, that was the next question I was getting to. So, how long after the breakup did you collab? Like the next day? Like if you're giggling, so it sounds like it was soon.
It was not that. Like, I think we broke up in let's say like October, and then
because I saw the video in January, so I'm the same when I saw it. So
in like October, but then I was just talking to him. I was like, I'm coming, and then I pulled up, and then we filmed it, but it dropped a little later.
Okay,
but it was like December, not like in the same month. It just was. I was still healing.
Okay.
I had to get that one off me first.
So, now this is like a jokey but out of pocket questions. If you had a dick, right? Like if you woke up with a dick tomorrow.
I've thought about this so many times. Lay it on me.
What's the first thing you're gonna do?
Definitely go fuck somebody. I want to see what it's like. Like I need to know what it's like, and then definitely after that, try to pee.
Yo, what? I've been seeing this on social media, right? Like, no, not I've been seeing it, but I saw there was a thread where girls are saying that somebody made a thread about holding a guy's dick while he's peeing, or their boyfriend's dick or their husband, and what's the fascination in holding our dicks?
I've definitely done that too.
And I bet you that you messed up and he never let you do it again.
Oh nah, like never again. And like it was everywhere. It was a whole thing. And I was just right here. I was wrapped around him. I was like, I got this. And he's like yelling at me. He's like, down, 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 down. It's just everywhere. I didn't mean to spray it everywhere. But yeah, I would definitely try to pee. Outside.
Jeez, yo. All right. So you're young. Yeah. How do I say it? Young and lit or young and turned? Right. You're young and turned, right? What's your toxic trait?
My toxic trait. I feel like I'm a little bit of a brat.
Okay.
People have told me that so many times before. I'm like, okay, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a little bit of a brat and like kind of need to get my way a little bit all the time. I'm self-aware about it though. So like I can clock it. Mm-hmm. But like if we like fighting and shit and I'm definitely turning my location off. I'm not gonna do nothing but like so.
You have a sugar daddy?
Do I? He's not my sugar daddy. He's more like my sponsor.
So she's not taking applications.
Right.
All right. So, what's your worst sexual experience off camera? And then I'm gonna ask about on camera. Don't say any names.
I won't say any names, but if he sees this, he'll know.
Jesus.
Worst though? I have a couple worst.
Okay. Do from worst to worstest?
Worst to worstest. Okay, I don't know if this is my very worst, but like, there's this guy, and he was so fucking cute, and I think I just like was just enticed by the way he looked and the way he just made me laugh and things like that. We didn't fuck for like a month. Like we was doing like he come see me, I come see him, we laugh, we sleep over, shit like that. And we didn't fuck for like a month, so I didn't see it. I mean, actually, I did see it the first day we hung out, but he just let me hold it while he peed. I didn't really see it. So I was drunk, and I was just like, let me just hold it. Mm-hmm. And it was literally our first time hanging out. And like, but yeah. But, I don't know, like the first time we fucked, I kind of just pulled it out. It was just like so small. I was just like, fuck.
So the size made the experience bad.
It wasn't even the size. It was just like it wasn't the size at first. I was just like, okay, it's also, it was just like really skinny. Okay. And I was like a
missile.
Yeah, like I was like, you're so cute. Like the tip was like big. Like, it was like skinny.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you're so cute, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's trying to eat the pussy or whatever. And then we just fucked, and it literally was like 30 seconds. And the worst part about it is that he tried to convince me that it was longer than it was. And I'm like, I was there. I was counting. So you can't tell me that it was 3 minutes when it was literally 30 seconds.
Mm.
And then for some reason, I still fucked him again.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Did you have sex with him again?
Yeah. And it was
28 seconds?
Well, it was like in the car while he was driving, and he almost crashed and killed me. And then when he dropped me off at home, he was like, "I'm gonna wait for you to grab your stuff and come into the car, and we can go to my place, whatever." Because at this point, I still whatever. Like, he was cool to kick it with.
Right.
It was really, I'm an affectionate ass bitch, under all this.
Right.
And and then like I go upstairs and give him a shit, and he's gone. That's the last time I ever talked to him. I'm like, you don't have to be that embarrassed about it.
Right.
We didn't die.
Right.
It's kind of fun.
All right. And I can tell by your collabs that you haven't had any bad collabs yet. So me asking on camera would be stuff before you collabs, I would assume. Like worst sexual experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had great sex on camera.
Yeah. Which is dope because, a lot of women go through collabs and, they have horror stories.
Yeah, I'm like, honestly, it's like, I feel like if I fuck someone that I don't have chemistry with, I'm going to have to be out for like a couple months. Because I don't know, like, there's just something about that I do not like. Like, I don't know, like, I can't fuck you if we're not, like, really into it. My pussy will shrivel up.
So, like, that's why it's kind of harder for you to take on mainstream opportunities.
Yeah,
right?
And honestly, if I did mainstream, I would have to pick who I would work with. And, I feel like I'm big enough that, like, they would let me. So, I would never give them the chance to just put me with someone.
Yeah, sure.
Do it. I would walk away because I don't need the $1,500.
Right.
Okay.
Once you drop how much it is, okay. Okay.
That's for some people. I don't think it would be for me.
No.
I definitely got paid more than that.
Nah, your following is too big for that. You have because you're toxic, so I can assume how many people have you ghosted in your life?
I don't ghost.
Have you ever got ghosted?
Oh, actually, I've ghosted one person.
Oh, boy got ghosted. He ghosted you.
He ghosted me. Yeah, he ghosted me. But I'm sure if I see him...
Did you hear his, like, tires, like, after he...
I just heard him drive away, and I'm like, there's no fucking way that nigga just fucked me that bad, and he drove away with his light-skinned ass. Nothing wrong with being light-skinned, but just have to toss that out there.
I can assume this was in the city of Salt, right?
The city of Salt.
So he was salty. So you ever had a one night stand? Like, not somebody that you've been flirting with for a while. Y'all meet up and y'all fuck. I'm talking about you at a club. You see a guy, y'all vibing it, and y'all fuck.
Yeah, a couple times. Not a lot, but like I definitely can count it in my one hand. I'm not sure, but this is such a toxic story. I don't even want to tell.
Sure.
They gonna eat me up for this one. Fuck. I'm too much of an open book, but I have to tell it. Yeah. But so like, I fucked like one of my friend's boyfriends, but I was just a trifling little girl. Like I was just a trifling little 18-year-old. Like, and I remember it was just like a bad drunken night, and like she and her friends were just being drunk and just nasty and just bullies to me and wouldn't take me the fuck home, and I wanted to go home, and at this point I was like crying. I was pissed because they were yelling at me. It was just me. It's like I knew her from school or whatever, but I didn't know the rest of the bitches, right? But they were just like, we can't take you all the way the fuck home, like da-da-da. I'm like, okay, like let me just get an Uber. And they were just like being just weird ass bitches. At this point I didn't have my voice yet. You feel me? Like I didn't have my voice yet.
Was your ass fat back then?
No. It wasn't fat back then.
So that's why they were acting like that. Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Because nobody's like if they know that you're a threat to anything that they have, they ain't like that. Like
I literally before 2021, I think even while I was doing OnlyFans, I was like 100 pounds. When I first started doing OnlyFans, I was tiny as fuck. And like, I really wasn't going into my body at all. Insert pictures here if you do.
Right.
But like, I just was really tiny and like, you know, just like this little. But I was beating bitches' asses when I was in high school though. But then like around this time, like, I just like, I don't remember what happened to me, but it was like a full 360 of who I, you know, became. But I don't know. So we were just in the car. They're being rude as fuck, yelling at me, whatever. And she's like, I'm gonna just drop you off. Like, I'm just gonna drop you guys off. Me and the girl. But like, you know, she's like, it's fine. She wasn't being rude. She was just drunk as fuck and just wasn't speaking up. And I don't like that shit.
Right.
And honestly, this doesn't really like, I wasn't like going into it like, I'm gonna fuck her boyfriend. Like, I didn't think that at all.
Right.
Honestly, it was him, not me.
Right.
But they drop us off at her and her boyfriend's house, whatever, and she goes straight to sleep. She's just like, knock the fuck out. And then at this point, I'm like crying. I'm drunk. I'm like not hysterical, but like I'm crying. I'm like emotional. Her boyfriend comes out. I'm like sitting outside in the, you know, on the porch, and he comes out. He's like, come inside because it's fucking cold. Like, come inside. I just sit down and then get your Uber from inside. Just don't stay outside. She's asleep, like, blah, blah, blah. So I go inside. I go into the bathroom. I'm like, crying. He comes, he knocks. He's like, are you okay? Like, da-da-da-da. And yeah, he's just like wiping off my tears. And then I'm riding his dick on the floor. I don't know. I don't
that's a crazy transition.
I don't even know how that happened. But it was.
Sure you don't.
Like, it's wrong.
Did she ever find out?
I don't think so. And then we fucked right next to her.
While she was asleep?
While she was asleep. I still don't think she knows. She's still following me on Instagram.
And this was in the city of Salt.
The city of Salt.
Oh, yeah, some freaks out there.
It's just me.
Oh, there she, okay. That's crazy.
That's a terrible story, bro.
It's
I mean, I guess now she knows. But I don't think they're still together. He gonna be like, yeah, I remember that. So I know all the motherfucking nosy ass bitches are still watching me.
That's crazy. So, from wiping your tears to riding his penis to fucking on the side of her.
And he still trying to call me. He's still be trying to call
Especially,
me.
I would assume, yeah. Like, he see you, he might be beating his meat to you.
Probably, but like after that, I was torn. I was sad.
Because you fucked your friend's friend? Boyfriend?
Yeah. Was it just like...
Yeah.
It was a moment of like...
Yeah, so y'all never had sex after that day?
Nope. I never called them. I never texted them. I felt bad.
Mm.
Now I don't though, because whatever.
Right, now that you're on the story, like, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm grown. Like I don't care anymore. That was like years and years ago. I've never done anything like that in my like adult life. Right. I feel like 18 doesn't really count. But like, yeah. But
so what are you watching now on like TV? Like what are you into?
So recently, the last 2 shows I've been watching. So recently, right this second, I'm watching Good Times, the one that just dropped on Netflix.
The cartoon, right?
Yeah, the cartoon.
You know, it's based on like a real.
Fuck up. Yeah, yeah.
As long as you know.
It's been cracking me the fuck up. But before that, I watched Baby Reindeer. Really fucking good. Yeah. So like, I like watching a lot of like psychology stuff, especially like when I'm not watching anime. I haven't really been watching anime lately. Right. But like, other than that,
you know what's crazy? People ask me why I'm not in the anime, because I'm not at all, and it's because when I was like your age, it was only one anime out.
What was it?
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
But and
then, One Piece, right?
Just Dragon Ball Z.
Just Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's 20 years ago. So, that one anime I was not into. Yeah. So, you know, when the new stuff, you know, people, you know, like I have a homeboy. He was a Dragon Ball Z fiend, and he watches all the stuff now. But I just was never into it. It just never did anything for me.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have like your starter show. And
right.
It's like when there's only one starter show and you don't like it.
Right. Because I actually tried to get into Death Note.
Definitely yes.
I guess you know what it is? I'm not really like a fantasy person.
Oh, okay. You then you'll never get into that.
Right. I'm more of a. I've seen every single episode of Law and Order SVU.
Oh, like stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's like 25 seasons. I watch all the Power stuff. I watch the only fantasy I could say stuff that I watch is that I'm into is House of Dragons and Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying?
I can wipe my brain.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones and watch it again.
Mm-hmm. That's what everybody says.
What?
That's what everybody says. But you know what I do? So like every couple months, I'll go watch from when Arya leaves. Where was she at? She was in when she learned how to fight and stuff like that. Where was she at when she learned how to be like the woman with no face?
I don't remember. Oh no! And that little like
at the end of season 5
church thing.
Yeah.
And she was just like, so, I don't be paying attention to that bitch.
So if you but she saved them.
But she did save the world.
Yeah.
She did.
But if you start from that end of season 5 and go up, it's a good watch.
Yeah.
But watching from the beginning again and seeing Ned get killed and Rob get killed.
Maybe in 10 years I'll do it.
Yeah.
When I like actually forget.
Yeah.
But like that show is so unforgettable that every time I try to watch it, I just start.
You know what's gonna happen?
Yeah, like I just start. It starts like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
you know what's crazy? So
have you seen White Lotus? Actually, you didn't watch that. It's on HBO.
I did. That's with the girl from Euphoria, right?
Yeah.
I watched like I think 5 episodes and then I didn't get like it just. So when I'm watching the show, it can't start off slow.
It has to start off fast.
Yeah, like Game of Thrones was an exception, right? Because Game of Thrones didn't really take off until Ned in the first season went to King's Landing, and but Breaking Bad started off quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never said that, but I have to have somebody that's like telling me like, no, keep watching. Yeah. If I find the show on my own and it starts off slow, I'm not continuing.
I'm very attention deficit, so I can't really watch shows by myself. The most times, like, the only thing I can really watch by myself are like comedies that, I'm like hearing the jokes and stuff on my phone. Mm-hmm. But like, I watched Baby Reindeer and it was so fucking good.
What's it about?
It's just about this guy that gets stalked. And it's so good. You gotta watch it. It's like, it's a true story. It's a true story too.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah.
I think I've seen it. It came up on my algorithm.
Yeah, like it just dropped like a week ago or something like that. But it's so good. I watched everything in like one sitting because I was getting my hair done and it took forever. Mm-hmm. So we were just watching it and we were just like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Such a good show. Yeah,
I might give it a watch.
Just try the first episode and you're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. And then I'm the type where if I start it, I have to finish it.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll sit through the
even if you don't like it? Oh, okay. That's not me though.
Yeah, I don't feel like
I'm the opposite. If I hear one bad joke, I'll just I'm just like fucking.
But you know what it is? Because, I'm like my friends normally refer shows to me. So if they're telling me that it's good, it's a portion of the show where it kind of turns up. And then that's what they're remembering. Then I remember it being boring from the beginning because I remember Sons of Anarchy. I don't know if you ever watched that, but it's
didn't, but my parents did.
And it's pretty good.
Like, it's pretty good. You think I should, if I watched it, I'd like it? Because I remember it had the world in a fucking.
You have to make it to the second season. Because the first season.
I hate when niggas say that shit to me. I'm like, how am I supposed to sit through the first season?
It's slow.
I really like The Walking Dead though. Like that's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Are you caught all the way up?
No, I couldn't do it. After Rick died, I tried. I really tried. After Rick died, I really fucking tried. And then when Carl died and then Michonne left, I couldn't do it. But I'm watching the new one. I just started the new one.
You think Rick is dead?
No. I just started the one when he came back. After Rick left, that's what I did.
I'm like,
did you watch the new one?
Dead. I'm 2 episodes into Rick. I'm at the part where are you caught up on the?
No, I'm at the part where he saw, like, he found her, like, she was about to, like, kill him, and he pulled the mask off, and she was just...
I'm an episode, because if you're in that's the first episode, I think.
Yeah, that's the first episode. I just finished the first episode. I started the second one.
So the first episode shows how he gets to her. The second episode shows how she gets to him.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Right.
I'm watching where she's like talking to the people, and then they all die and shit. Mm-hmm. Spoilers. Sorry.
Right.
But if y'all haven't seen it by now.
But the one with Negan and what's the girl name?
I'm not gonna watch that bullshit.
Nah, I actually like it more than the Rick and Michonne one so far. Yeah.
Honestly, I just feel like they're trying to, because Walking Dead was such a big show. They're trying to recreate that. Like they really are. They can't, like, AMC can't lose that. That was like their biggest project ever. So it's like, it just feels like they're trying to grasp onto anything. But the Rick and Michonne one is kidding. I loved Negan. I love Negan. I feel like the show went downhill once Negan was no longer the protagonist. Like, I mean, antagonist.
Yeah, but if he was so good because he's a good actor.
He was so.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good actor. So.
Okay, top 5 celebrity crushes.
I can see now, like, based on how you talk about men, I can see your I can tell you who all of your interracial crushes.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Negan.
Okay.
You ever heard Rick talk off camera? Like,
I love Rick.
Right. Maybe what's the other one name that made it to the end? That's in like France now. What's his name? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. He has his own show now too.
No one else on Walking Dead except probably Abraham, but like it's a weird.
No, it's the one. Oh man.
Morgan's too.
Carol loves him.
Daryl, I don't know. I don't like his face.
Right?
But I did have a little crush phase on him. Like I had a little phase with him, but my mom mostly liked him. I don't like his face. I like men with strong features.
Let me try to see if I can figure out. I think that you would like Daniel Craig.
What does he play?
He was the last James Bond.
Like
he was the last James Bond.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, you were like, wow. I know you like.
I've never seen any of those.
Probably Tom Cruise. Tom
Cruise is hot,
right?
But definitely not top 10.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Nah.
You haven't seen him recently? Like, he's like in shape. Like, he's like.
Nah. I don't like his face. I don't know. I'm like weird with faces. Like, I really do like. What's his name? Fuck! I literally just had it. Oh, The Rock.
Okay. Well,
he's like funny, but like you know, The Rock.
I think you would like Jim.
Jim
from The Office.
I love Jim from The Office.
But I don't know if you ever seen him like in other stuff.
Oh yeah,
he looks
in
totally
the
different.
Place.
Yeah, you know.
But I first started having a crush on him on The Office.
Right. You know that him and
I love funny guys too. That's another way to get.
So you know that his wife is the woman from
yeah.
And they actually wrote that
together. Yeah.
Right.
I was like, I love Jim from The Office, but like still to this day, I need him to divorce his wife and get
Jim. Let me see who else I can put in your pot of the interracial men. The guy from Doom?
I don't watch Doom. I haven't seen it. Are you talking about Timothy?
The one that
Twink ass?
I don't know his name. The one that plays the Willy Wonka now.
I don't really like twinks. Okay. He's not a twink, but he's just like a skinny boy.
Stop. What the fuck is a twink? I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm from the hood. What the fuck is a twink? Man.
A twink is like a skinny, like, gay boy. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like I'm not saying Timothy's
right.
Like gay, but I'm just saying if he was gay, he'd be a twink.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I don't really like Twinkie man. But I do love Jacob Elordi, so if he sees this.
I don't know what it is, but if you see that, Jacob.
You never seen Euphoria?
Oh, Nate.
Nate, yeah, Nate. And you know what's crazy? I had tweeted something like that, and then Girthmaster was like, I'm basically Jacob Elordi. I was like, you were right. You were Australian and 6'5". Mm-hmm. Come get me, daddy. I'm here.
Tom Holland?
He's, okay, I loved him in Uncharted.
You know what's crazy? People sleep on that movie.
It's so good.
Uncharted was...
I think it's the best movie.
And I've never played the game.
I've never even heard of the game.
It's a game. Yeah,
really?
The movie was made based on the game. But I think that movie was so dope. I like movies that they're over 2 hours, mm-hmm. but they keep you engaged.
They keep you there. Mm-hmm. And you know, like, I watched that movie by myself. Like, and I can't sit through a movie. Like, mm-hmm. like I said, I'm very attention deficit. Like, right. I can't really sit through a movie, but I put it on and it just had me, and I really like him. Right. Speaking of Tom Holland, you need to watch The Crowded Room.
That's the one where he gets like he's gay.
No, I'm good. I mean, like, no, he has multiple personalities. It's
the
like,
one way to do is giving him work and then
no, but listen, he has multiple. No, he has. So he was a girl. No, you're not see. He's back.
After that, he said that he took a break from acting, right?
Because he couldn't get fucked. Like, you're pretending to get fucked in the ass, dude. You're not really getting fucked in the ass. You're fine.
You know what's crazy about that, right? So before the movie came out, that clip was going around social media.
Yeah, like, I saw that shit.
I saw
that shit. Yeah. And then when I saw it, I was like, that's where that's from. And I'm sitting there, it's such a good show, though. Like,
I'm like, Spider-Man wildin'.
Spider-Man wildin'. But it's like he had multiple personalities. We didn't know. And all these people were like his friends and his family. And then at the end, he realized he was crazy and he was hallucinating all of them. And he really lived alone this whole time. And he had no...
Kind of like the Joker.
What? Don't spoil it for me. I haven't seen it. I'm only halfway through. I couldn't sit through that one.
With the Joker?
The Joker, right?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, really?
Yeah, basically. But you know what's a good movie to watch that I happened to slip on because I was listening to you ever get to that point where you just listen to like depressing music, right? Yeah. So I was listening to mad depressing music and I stumbled upon a song.
What are you listening to though? Like your depressing music, like your top depression song.
I'm about to I think I have a little playlist too.
Damn. He said in my feelings. The water's just running over his head.
What is it? I'm gonna have to mute this out so you can hear it.
Copyright. Sorry.
Right.
So we can say the song then.
No, you need to hear it so you can understand.
Yeah.
The playlist is called "Hurt So Good."
Hurt So Good. That's so.
And
good.
you might gonna think that it's gonna be some R&B or something like that.
What is it called?
Truth Hurts. So wait, Radiohead.
Oh, so you listening to that shit.
Mm-hmm. And I think that one is number one. If I tell you about her, you will cry your eyes out. I don't know if you ever heard of Nightbird. Me like talking about it right now. I'm gonna have to cut this out. I'm gonna make you watch it.
You gotta tell me.
Right. So she was during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, she went on American Got Talent, mm-hmm. right? And you know that Simon's the asshole.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
And she went on there, and she's like smiling, pretty white, mm-hmm. Smiling, joyful, kind of slim, got short hair. And she tells her story that she has cancer. But she's like smiling, like you wouldn't even think that.
Yeah.
And she sings the song, and it's called "It's Okay." Mm-hmm. And she's basically saying, like in the song, like no matter what, it's okay. And she was saying that she had a 2% chance of like living, right? So she sings her song. I think a couple months before Simon's friend died from cancer. So, the other people are talking and you see Simon quiet. He's like tearing up,
Mhm.
and they gave it a golden ticket. She got moved to the, she was supposed to come to the finale, and COVID happens, blah blah, and she didn't make it.
She didn't make
Yeah,
it. That's so
if I show you the story, and then there was a group from Africa that came on the show a couple years later and did her song.
Aw.
Simon lost it. Yeah, because like Simon got real attached to, like, he would call her, talk to her.
Mhm.
Yeah, so like that like fits into my
Aw.
to my playlist. But
Rest of his soul.
that
So sad.
so that song, the Radiohead one, the True Love Waits, it's at the end of this movie called Waves. If you ever heard of it.
Yeah. It's new though, right?
It came out in 2017.
I think it just dropped on Netflix or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And the girl from He Froze in it. The Spanish one. She's in it. The one that was dating Nate before the blind.
Alexa.
Right. I
Alexa.
don't know the name, but
Alexa Demi.
Right. So she was in it. And have you seen it?
No.
The way that I stumbled on it was I was searching for, like depressing music,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a Frank Ocean song that they kind of made like a fan video,
Mm-hmm.
and they using stuff from the movie. And I'm like, and in the comments they say what movie it is, and I watched the movie. And
So
the movie,
sad.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But it's about waves of, you're assuming that the whole movie is about one person, and then 30 minutes into the movie, that person's arc is done, and it goes to somebody else. So it's like a wave of, how one thing affects the other, and it goes in the waves.
Oh,
And
I like that.
and it has very good actors. Sterling Brown, you know that is, right?
No, but I definitely know his face because I saw the thing. Like I saw the Disney poster.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Sterling Brown is the black actor from You ever seen Black Panther?
Mm-hmm.
Remember in the beginning, his brother that he killed?
I definitely gotta see his face, but I think I know.
Sterling Brown is he's the black guy that's on This Is Us.
Oh yeah.
Him.
Yeah. I know him.
So
yeah.
he's the father. It's a, I think one of the girls was dating Harry Styles, the girl that became the main actor as the wave of the movie went.
Mm.
She was dating Harry Styles, but I mean, this is your generation, but I didn't know Harry Styles came from American Got Talent.
Yeah,
I did not know that. And then when I was just like watching, I was going down a damn rabbit hole, and then he was on there, and then One Direction, and then he went solo, and then he's gonna be in Marvel too.
He's gonna be in Marvel?
Yeah, he was at. You didn't see the Eternals?
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't see it.
So he's at the end. He's basically Daniel's brother.
Okay, this is so crazy. Like when there's like a group of people, or like even like a TV show, music group,
mm-hmm.
and then they like break up or the show ends. There's always one fucking person that like just takes everything. Like, where's the rest of One Direction?
Right.
Where is the rest of like The Office? Without like what's his name? Steve Carell and Jim. Those are the only two that really did something with their lives.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a secret about The Office. So you know the guy that plays Ryan?
Yeah.
He's the writer.
Yeah, he's the writer. Yeah,
right. Yeah. What's the black guy name? The
Stanley.
Stanley.
Yeah.
And Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the fat white woman name with glasses?
Phyllis.
Right. Those three, they're not like really actors. They're like acting wasn't their thing.
Yeah.
They're like just regular people that they just put in there and they just stuck.
Oh,
Creed 2.
Creed 2?
That's why you never see them on like other things.
So that's just the only thing that they did.
Mm-hmm.
They just did that. That's cool. Someone put me in something.
Right. So, but what's the call? Didn't have anybody that went on to do anything by themselves. Backstreet Boys.
Justin. No.
That's insane.
That's insane. See? Like,
mm-hmm. That's insane.
there's always that one guy
mm-hmm.
Who's in the Backstreet Boys?
I don't know. I don't know their names individually, but that's the thing though. When it's hard for somebody to take off when they all can sing.
Yeah.
In NSYNC, it was only Justin and the what was his name? The other main JC.
I don't even know.
JC is the other main singer.
Oh, okay.
With the black kid, but I'm thinking that you would really know NSYNC, but you're younger, so
I only know Justin.
Yeah, and bro, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys was going back, like was going at it.
It was like One Direction.
Mm-hmm. But way better.
Way better.
You didn't watch the drink on Max about Nickelodeon?
Oh, I did.
Quite
I fucking did. Okay. That shit was insane. And it's just like, we were like, I feel like we all wanted to be Disney kids growing up. And like, we all wanted to be Nickelodeon kids. Yeah. Like, I remember my mom was trying to put me in like, acting classes and like, put me into all this shit. I mean, I do different acting now, but like,
yeah. I remember my mom had took me to and she probably don't remember this. She had took me to like a McDonald's commercial audition, and it just wasn't for me. Like I just couldn't get out of my body.
In the back of your brain, you know what you needed to do.
Right. No, but I was a kid. But yeah.
No, I'm just
but I've been watching porn since I was like mad little. So
yeah.
Like when I tell people like that's what I do now, it's like, oh, all right, like, it makes sense. Like,
and honestly, I feel like that's the same thing with me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't really like watching porn like that. But I would like watch some,
right.
You know, like I remember when I was like a kid, like I was just really curious about shit. So I would just like look up everything. I would just be looking at shit, but it wasn't really like sexual at first. Like I feel like it wasn't really sexual at first. It was just like trying to look at shit. You know what I mean?
Curiosity.
And, yeah, and then like when I started growing up more and it started becoming sexual, I was like, I would do this. I mean, these are like the coolest people. But here we are.
Right, so I want to see how freaky you are. Right? So you got to pick one of the other answers. Right? So I'm gonna say one or the other.
Okay.
You got it?
Okay.
Good. All right. Facial or swallow?
Facial.
I
don't really like it in my mouth.
Okay.
I don't know. It just depends on who it is. Like, I've had a bad experience.
Oh, nigga.
Like, if a nigga doesn't have a good diet, it's gonna taste like battery acid.
Yeah.
In your mouth.
Eating freaking mad batteries. Car sex or shower sex?
Car sex.
You know, crazy. That's probably with somebody short because us tall guys, we don't like car sex at all.
I know. I think making tall niggas do it though, but like I don't know. Shower sex is cool, but like you gotta stick my head out of the shower so I can breathe.
Okay.
And like I don't have to worry about the water. You know, it just hit my back. You can't really do much in the like.
But you have more space though than a car.
But you're like standing. But like y'all are tall, I'm small, so like I can really just do whatever.
Quickie or long sex?
Long sex.
Giving head or receiving?
I'm on the fence about this one. I do give mean head, and I love it, and it's so fun. But I love getting head too. Only when it's good though.
Right.
Like, I really like my pussy ate.
You ever told a guy stop?
I mean, I like not like stop. Like I'm
incorrect.
Like, let's just fuck. Like, you know, definitely had a let's just fuck moment. Have you? But like in a bad way, not in like I just need that pussy. Like
nah, cause I can, cause listen, I've been even before I was doing this shit, I was getting a lot of pussy. So, and I know good head and like so. For me, head feels good when I know that she's into it. Not like it's a chore.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this before we have to. Nah. She wants to give me head because she enjoys doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the fucking the the dick that she's sucking, but she wants to suck a dick. So that turns me on. But you know, as you get older, you know, and I don't care how people take this, but I'm more of a you can suck my nipples and not give me head, and I'm gonna get hard, maybe harder than give me head.
Really?
Yeah. You can ask any older guy that, and he'll tell you the same.
Really?
Yeah.
I love playing with nipples.
Yeah, it's a because as you get older, you get more in touch with like touch, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah,
I'm the same way. Like, I mean, like, you don't have to eat my pussy, but like, you can play with me.
Right.
Do a little something, I'll just be, you're like,
right.
like losing my shit over that shit, bro.
All right. Morning sex or daytime sex?
It depends on who I'm having morning sex with.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, if I don't know the nigga, I don't want you to just try to fuck me in the morning.
Right.
Like, I don't know you. I don't want to smell your nasty little breath. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, I'm just like, I take a shower and just like fancy around.
All right, so I'm gonna give you 3 options on this last one: anal, fisting, or eating a guy's ass.
Like fisting in my pussy?
Yeah, fine.
I'd rather eat a guy's ass, honestly. All those sound crazy.
Have you done that on camera yet?
Yes. Where?
No, with
No, look at his face.
Oh, with Tigger.
No.
That's why I'm confused. Like
I did it with Dread though, so that's coming soon. But
you went. Alright, so
it was really quick, like, but it was cool.
You were asked to, or you just did it?
I mean, he said if I wanted to, I could.
And you went
like,
to?
It wasn't like a you have to,
right?
You know,
right.
like he didn't like put his legs up and like make me do it. I don't like shit like that. But it was more like I was into sucking his dick. I was having a lot, like I was just having fun, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just making my way to the ass.
Making my way downtown. Right.
Exactly.
So why didn't you do it with the king of it?
I just like don't really eat ass like that.
He didn't act?
He did, but like I told him, I was like, I've never eaten ass, and he was just like, okay, cool, you don't have to. So
my man, that's
just what it was. But like, I don't know, I'm weird. Like I'm weird with smells.
I am too.
That's my thing. I'm very weird with smells. Like
am too.
I don't want to smell nothing. And honestly, while I was like sucking Dred's dick, I was just like down there. I was already
in the area
scoping it out, and
okay, fine.
Daisies. It smelled like flowers down there, so I just went ahead.
You're the first female that hasn't complimented me on how I smell. So
you smell great.
So
by the way,
I felt the way about that. It's been 2 days. So, not that as you get older, right? Like and I've witnessed this as I've gone outside, like in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Any female that gets near me, they will say like, what the you smell mad good. What the fuck is that?
Let me see.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a.
Oh.
Right.
He do smell really good. I didn't really even clock it. I just thought it was just like the aroma of like anywhere, but it's been coming from him this whole time.
I have a smell thing, so I make sure that I smell good. And mine is like a mix of cologne. So it's
okay.
It's not just one, but always make sure that my house smells good too. Mm-hmm. I haven't I need to put them in, but you know I have the glaze. Yeah. Like I have glaze. Like I have 3 glazes up here.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like I'm very weird about like I don't want people in my house if it's like if it doesn't look good, mm-hmm. and people think it's weird, but like you know like people will be like, can this person come over? Can we come over? I'm just like, I'd rather not do that because I don't feel like cleaning. Right. You know, because I can be in my house if it's like dirty, but like y'all can't. Right. You feel me? Like that shit would drive me insane. And if they pull up and it's dirty, I'm cleaning the whole time. Right. Like,
and the crazy part about it, like, so like my house, like how it looks now, this is dirty to me.
No, literally, when I tell you, I say the same thing, and they're like, "You're crazy," mm-hmm. and I'm like, "Dude, it's so like people walk in, I'm like, it's so messy," and they're like, "Are you kidding me?"
Right, but what it is that we have parents that's not from here. Yeah. So they were, you know, like my mom was big on clean. Like I told you the other day, like I used to have to wash dishes since I was like 8. Mm-hmm. So we were always big on cleaning. So You know, I always try to keep my house clean, even if I'm not having guests, and if I don't want to clean, like the day before you came, I had my clean lady come.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I'm the same way too. Like if I don't want to clean, I'm gonna get my
Right.
clean lady or whatever. But yeah, like my mom always had us doing shit. Like we always had designated chores. Like we always had to keep our rooms clean if we had to leave. Anything.
When I was in my high rise apartment before I moved into the house, people used to tell me I can smell your house from the elevator because I actually have the glades right by the front door. So as soon as you came up the elevator, you would smell it.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm big on smell.
Yeah.
Like I'm big on smell.
Me too. And I hate walking to people's houses and it's dirty. And I'm like, just because I don't like it, it's not like I don't want to walk in and you have like dirty dishes out. Not that it doesn't really like bother me that much, but like I'm not gonna stay long. You know what I mean? Like I'm really not gonna stay long, and I have a weird thing about being at people's houses, anyways. So it's like if it's not clean,
all of that is because your mom or your parents is not from here. Because my mom would not let me like. So we had this thing, right, and it might be in your culture too, where my mom told me never bring in the New Year outside. Never bring the new. If you're gonna bring in the New Year, bring it in the house or church.
Oh, okay.
Don't bring it in like outside, and don't bring it in at somebody else's house because she says, because you know like the belief is, however you bring in the New Year, that's how you're gonna spend the whole year. So you bring it in the club, you're gonna be in clubs all year round. If you bring it in somebody's house, you're gonna be always at somebody's house all year round. So no matter what, like so. What I used to do is I would bring in the New Year, and as soon as like 12:01 hit, we outside. But I bought in the New Year in the house. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? I actually brought in the New Year in Miami, and now I live in Miami.
See,
that's actually so crazy. I was like, I'm going to Miami for New Year's, spending with my best friend, and then literally moved to Miami like 2 weeks later.
2 weeks?
Yeah, it was actually really quick. Like I was like, wow.
So why did you you probably had the options of, because you were on the West Coast, probably had the options of Vegas, LA, probably Atlanta if you've looked at it, and then Miami. Why you pick Miami?
So my choices were like I wasn't really thinking about Vegas that much. I did think about it for a little bit because it's really close to home. I could just always go home, whatever. But my two choices were really Houston and Miami. A little bit of Atlanta too, because I knew a couple people out here.
Right.
But like, what really like solidified it is I went to Miami for New Year's, and my lease was gonna be over at the end of January. And you know, I was just there, and I was just seeing my best friend, and I was just like, "You're out here, like, if I'm gonna be anywhere with anyone, like, I'd rather be out here with you, and like, you know, like, at least I have a friend, you know." And this is like not just anybody, like we grew up together, so it was like I actually have someone who really knows me and not someone who like just met me, and, you know.
And so, not to cut you off, but listen, if you're in this industry, it's good to have friends that's not in this industry.
So good, because they keep you grounded, and a lot of people in this industry are fucking crazy. Well, like I said, I don't like to say it because it's kind of a hot take.
Just don't say no names.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Cool. Yeah.
But it's like a hot take. Like, I feel like a lot of people in the industry are just like, I feel like to do what we do, you have to have gone through some shit.
Right.
Like, definitely had to, like, or a little bit, the screw is a little bit loose there. You know what I mean? So it's like, a lot of people are a little bit more crazy than others, you know?
For sure.
Do you get what I mean?
But what I believe is that people that are able to sustain and last a long time, because I've been doing this is my 11th year. You have to be appreciative of it, right? Yeah. So like when I started, right? I don't know if you ever watched any of my videos on my story, but I was like kind of homeless. Really? Yeah, I was sleeping on my homeboy couch. You might meet him at because he's coming down with me to XBiz. Okay. He's a civilian. I call people that don't. That's
everybody does. Yeah.
Right. So I was sleeping on his couch, and I met a girl, and I know y'all probably gonna get tired of hearing the story, but I'm gonna tell her again because she didn't hear it.
I've never heard it.
I met this girl. I fucked, we fucked, and I was in the middle of a breakup, so we fucked. No, matter of fact, did we fuck? We fuck figure out? I had saw her on Facebook. She looked familiar. I ain't paid no mind. She went to a high school that all my friends went to, so I'm like maybe she's familiar because of that, but she was younger than us, so there's no way that she could have went in high school with the same high school with my friends.
Yeah, like not the same year.
Right. So we met up, we fucked, and I realized who she was. She did amateur porn. So I'm like, yo, can you put me on to your producer? She's like, all right, bet. So she hit him up, and she took my pictures, sent it to him, and I did like my first shoot. And listen, back
I
then,
see a picture of you back then.
That was like 2013, right? Yeah. So back then, money was, I think my first scene, I got paid like $100. Damn. Right. But that was like 10 years ago. Like $100. Yeah. Was alright. Like, but it wasn't like, what it is now.
That's like good, yeah.
Right. So I was doing scenes and stuff like that, and then I met another producer, Mike Dirty, who I always mention. He's like my OG, and he kind of helped me start my own site. Like he's like, yo, I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want nothing from me. He just wanted to help me. And we talked like every day to this day. Yeah. Like on my way to the airport, picking up, he was on the phone. But yeah, and then that's how I got started. So like that's why I'm so appreciative of it, because I started doing it at a place where I was broke. Like I was like, like socks was stinking, like, you know what I'm saying, wearing the same sneakers.
Yeah, and I feel that so hard too. Like I was working graveyard real bad. Mm-hmm. I was like, and I also had a lot of just, I just recovered from substance abuse too at that point, and I got out of rehab, and I was just working, and it was just like, I was just doing crazy teenager stuff. Didn't know I was really addicted to drugs. Mm-hmm. But went to rehab for 3 months and realized I really was. Mm-hmm. And then was working. I was just like a shell of a fucking person. Having to work constantly 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Mm-hmm. Every single day, 6 days a week. You don't see the daylight. You don't see shit. So when I was just on there, I was just like, let me just try it out. Like girls are making, I don't even need to make that much money. If I can make $1,000, I could get some fucking sleep.
Right.
And maybe feel the sun on my face once in a while, Right. And then I started doing it. I'm like, damn, money is good. Right. I'm making good money. Right. And then at this point, my mom and me and my mom and my brother, we had gotten kicked out of the house we were living in. Mm-hmm. So now I could support my family, so it's just I don't know. It was a blessing. Right. Because, I mentioned a bunch of stuff. I'm very attention deficit. I was really good in school. Mm-hmm. I was really, really smart. But then, I just wanted to not go to school. Right. I wanted to skip school. I was an A student all up to junior year. Mm-hmm. And then I was skipping school, doing drugs and all that. Didn't really give a fuck about it. Right. And I really didn't ever see myself doing anything of significance, honestly. Right. I didn't see myself being a doctor, lawyer, anything like that. Right. So it's once I started doing it, I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. Kind of felt like this is what I wanted, could do. And I was always taking pictures of myself. I was always posting pictures of myself, barely wearing shit. Right. I was selling nudes to my classmates. I know, this is horrible. Probably don't put that in, but people would want to, guys would ask me for nudes, and I'm send me $15 or $30. Mm-hmm. And then maybe, you know what I mean? So that was just always who I was back then. And yeah. And then I started doing it, I was I literally stopped going to work.
Right. Crazy, we were talking about, before we started, about, the mom and tell you to be safe and stuff like that. So my mom, and anything that you say about your mom to me, I basically hear my mom.
Really?
Because my mom, she knows what I do, because I pay her rent, I pay her bills. Yeah. So she always say, and I'm going to use her voice, just make sure that you're safe, make sure that you're on top of your tests, and you make sure that you stay safe, don't catch nothing. Right. So, she understands, and I told her what she said to me, but she don't remember, because I'm because she didn't remember that I told her that this is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember telling her in 2016, and she was like, "Okay, as long as you're not doing nothing illegal, because
Right.
That's how West Indian and people not.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're not doing anything illegal, they may not support you, but they're okay. Like they're at ease with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she was very at ease, and I'll be having Thanksgiving here. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole family.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's good because I know that there's some women in the industry where their parents,
they don't have any support, and it's crazy because I think because my mom saw me go through hell with drugs and like trying to withdraw off drugs and like trying
so anything but the drugs.
She was so happy. She's like, as long as you're happy and you can, like I was doing what I was like. I remember I was making FinDom videos and making videos. She was standing outside my door making sure my like stepdad didn't like come.
Oh, okay.
Like she didn't know exactly what I was doing, but she trusted me, and she was just like I will just help you as much as we can. And she was the one who like. Right. She's still to this day, she's still defending me. I love you so much, Mom. Literally, she's gonna watch this. I know she will.
That's dope.
But like, she's still defending me to everybody. We were very deep into the Mormon church. My grandparents are huge in the Mormon church as well. My whole family always has been, and like, they all know what I do. It's kind of like a don't ask, don't tell thing.
Right.
But it's like like men watch porn. So it's like, and like I have mostly uncles, so I'm sure they've gotten like, but they're all so fucking respectful of me. I think it's just they've seen everything I've gone through in my life. This is the happiest I've been, and I'm able to just like support everyone. I'm able to support my mom. It's great. Like if I was working a regular job, I wouldn't just be able to like send her flowers or send her money whenever I wanted to. So
yeah, I remember I don't think I've ever told this story on camera, but my close friends though, a couple years ago, like my mom owed a couple bands in taxes, and well, a couple years ago, 2016, I was like dealing like with a court issue, so I was facing time, and my mom bailed me out. But she was calling my best friend every day, crying while I was in mind you, I'm in jail chilling. Right? Yeah. Because it wasn't a violent crime, so they didn't put me with any other violent offenders. Yeah. So I'm in there chilling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have my phone. Right. So, but she's worried. You know what I'm saying? So, during the pandemic, that's when I took off. Like that's when like I was making crazy money. Yeah. I just took off. Like niggas was watching. Right.
That's what I heard.
Right.
I wish I started before.
Nah, during the pandemic, it wasn't just OnlyFans. That's what made it nasty. It wasn't just OnlyFans. You was able to make money on Pornhub, X videos. I was making like 4 or 5 bands a month on X videos, and I had 2 pages. So it wasn't just OnlyFans. So, but what actually helped though, and it's probably somebody that you a male that you want to collab with that you probably didn't mention, but Pressure. Right. Shout out Pressure.
Don't want to actually cut that out. I don't want to be a fan.
No. And
I forgot about it.
Mind you, we never met, but we're like cool, like off of he used to have the. Were you ever in it? I never seen you, but he used to have the clubhouse rooms.
I literally have never had clubhouse.
Right. So he used to have the clubhouse rooms for like OnlyFans and for advice and stuff like that. And I learned a lot in there, and then that's what helped me really get to where I'm at now.
He don't really be doing stuff anymore, do he?
He based on his Twitter, he lives in Colombia. Damn. Medellin, him and Tiny, not Tiny, Ministani.
That's his girl.
I don't know, but they are all in the same area, so I don't know. But
Come on, Daddy.
Jeez. Yeah, he would definitely work with you though. But yeah, after 2021, that's when things kind of took off. But so I was about to move down here, right? And my mom had owed like a couple bands in taxes. So the same homeboy that she was calling, crying to while I was in jail, I was like, yo, I'm thinking about helping her some of the money that she owed. He was like, nigga, what? He said, bro, if you don't pay all her fucking taxes,
right.
She was holding you down. She's calling me. I paid all that shit. Like I pulled up on her, right? She was at my sister's house. And I gave her the envelope with all the money. I'm going to pay all the taxes.
Right.
Let you go.
You're like, it's going to come back.
Yeah.
And I feel that so heavy.
Because it's not about what, obviously this is not what, not to get real spiritual, but it's not what the Lord wants to do, but we're not using it, like we're not taking this and going to buy bottles and every night. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping my friends. I'm helping family.
There are motherfuckers out there working $15 an hour and buying designer.
Right.
That they cannot afford. And we actually are helping like our families. And
right.
shit.
Right. So it's deeper than just like fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Way deeper than just fucking, honestly. And it's like that. I be thinking that way too, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't need to, always support them. Like, I don't need to always do that. But then I think about how there's so many times where my mom's just like held me the fuck down. I've been the only fucking person in my corner. Like, I was in rehab. She paid everything. She didn't really have a good job.
Right.
But she paid like 20 bands out of pocket. And I didn't even know till like years after I came out. Because she's not the type of woman to like rub that in your face. She's
not from this country. That's how they are.
And she's the best woman out there. Oh my God, I love her so much. But like, I would do anything for her, like anything. I got her a car, like just whatever she wants.
Yeah, I'll be pissed at my mom when she needs something and she don't ask me.
Yeah,
I'll be pissed at her. I'll be like, yo, why didn't you just tell me that, bro? What like why didn't you just ask me? Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about?
You know how many times I worried your ass?
Yeah, you see my house, you see my car. I'm
right.
Alright. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's never. And sometimes I'm in Miami. I'm like, what if I just move my whole family down here? I'm like, I want my mom. And I'm just like, shit. Like, I just be like,
listen,
your job and just come.
Listen, let the so I have a, you know what I'm saying, I was told by my mom not to say stuff that I want to do and put out there because people can hate on it and put the injury in it, but I'm gonna say anyway. So my plan is in 5 years, I'm gonna give myself 5 years. I want to buy land, right, and give everybody a house on that land, so they're right by me.
Yo, I know. Okay, there was this guy that like he was friends with my brother, and his family. Like those little like the circles. His house, his uncle's house, his grandma's house, and then it's just like around that whole circle, big ass houses, just like. And I remember when I was just picking my brother from there one time, and he told me, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I need to do that. That's some shit that I need to do because I need to be around my family all the time. You know what I mean? Like
because I asked my younger sister. She's married. She has 3 kids. And I'm like, if I was to buy like a 10 bedroom mansion, would you move in with your? She's like, nah. I was like, all right. So if I bought like the land and build up, she's like, yeah. Because she still wanted to say that it's her house. So if she moved into my house, it's not really hers. Even though she may have her own section with family, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty me. Like all my nephews love me. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a nephew that's like 30 something. All my nephews love me. You know what I'm saying? So I want to keep them close. You know what I'm saying? And my little sister actually moved down here because I was down here.
Really?
Yeah, she lived like 20 minutes away now. But
that's so my little brother loved me so bad. He was in Miami with me he just left in March, and he was just with me trying to just make sure I was okay. And he was just like he would tell me, he's like, what if I just moved out here? Like he just didn't want to leave me because it's like I would literally just be alone, and just me and him. Like there's just been pictures of us like we were always together. We're only like 2 years apart, so we're just like that was my first friend. I was his first friend. Like we're everything to each other. You feel me? So it's like I wish I could just be with them so bad, like all the time. Yeah,
So like that's my plan to to buy the land. But I think what you just not said might make more sense because that's called a what's it called? It's called a oh man, what's it called?
Like, it's like, I know
Are you
it's not
talking
like
about
a circle, but like
no, it's called a oh man, I'm drawing a
you gotta look it up.
Fucking liquor.
Speaking of liquor, I want another shot.
But if I can go into one of those circles and talk to everybody in the circle, like, yo, I'll buy your house from you from what and buy all the houses and you know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's the ultimate dream.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like sometimes I'm like looking at myself, I'm like, I'm only 21 right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much I could do, and like some of the women that are just like balling out and they've really made their name for themselves in this industry are just like some of my biggest inspirations.
Right.
And I'm like, those women are just so fucking powerful. Like the way they really use something that's so stigmatized
right
to their advantage. I know they're just,
and that's why people in Congress and all people hate us because we're able to make money easier than how they able to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and honestly, a lot of the time I feel like that's why a lot of people hate. Because it's like everybody watches porn.
Right.
Everybody watches porn. Unless we wouldn't make any money.
But then back when they was watching porn, those older people wasn't making the money that they're making now.
It was more like taboo and like porn stars didn't make shit. They were just doing that shit to do it. You know what I mean? And it's just like a lot of girls like be using like their actual academic brain for this shit. Like,
you know who's and I respect her so much. If we ever shoot, you know what I'm saying? And you probably know who it is too. Kazumi. Yeah. You know that she's like a bark in the background. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, like I know she's like was super smart going. But I thought you only shoot with black girls.
I don't. I only shoot with brown people, us people.
She's not brown.
She ain't one.
She's not brown. She's the closest to lesbian get though.
No, so I think that we kind of got all of it out, and she doesn't have any panties on, and I'm about to part 2. That's what I'm gonna say, part 2, and I'm about to see ya.